Yo, what's up? Long time no see, am I right? Before we get started, shout out to Unknown for letting me hop on a track with her. She's super talented and you guys should go show her some love on her socials.
Who the fuck you think you is? Calling at 2 a.m. trying to conversate. Talking about how much you love me now and finally you finna ride the wave. Talking about you wanna come inside my place. Talking about you wanna come and ride my face. Girl, I do not wanna hear that shit. Yo, head to the exit, I'll guide the way.
Today we're going to be making a track like Logic. I'll be focusing on more of a Bobby Tarantino style track for this video. Hailing from Gaithersburg, Maryland, of
biracial
descent, Robert Bryson Hall II,
3, 2, boom!
aka Logic, is a rapper, singer, producer, big-time nerd, and advocate for peace, love, and positivity, and to spread a message of equality for every man, woman, and child, regardless of race, religion, color, creed, or sexual orientation. Jesus, that was a mouthful.
Biracial.
Logic began rapping when he was about 8 years old, and always kept it as a hobby throughout the years. He really began taking his music more seriously when he went into high school. However, because of his harsh upbringing and tough childhood, he considered himself not to be in the right mindset to go to school and ended up skipping classes to work on music. His school eventually ending up expelling him for it.
You know, unfortunately, I couldn't graduate high school. You know, the school system failed me. My home life, it didn't work out. But I didn't let that hold me back. You know what I'm saying?
Around this time, he moved out of his mom's house and worked a bunch of odd jobs just to get some money while he was also working on his music. At this time, you can find some of Logic's old tracks under the name of Psychological.
See, I'm a stain in the game. Try to scrub me out, I'm still, and I started at the bottom, and now I'm spreading to the ceiling. Is you feeling this lyricism? I'm dealing like rummy. You know my flow smoother than gin on its way to your tummy. Yeah.
He was getting a little buzz and was able to open up for Ghostface Killah, and here was where he first met his soon-to-be friend, Lenny. Lenny lets Logic live at his house and gives him 1 year to get this music stuff off the ground. Within that year, Logic releases his Young Sinatra mixtapes, gets a deal with Def Jam, and convinces his producer, Six, and Lenny to go to California with him. He's also gotten many accolades over the years, such as being a XXL freshman, releasing his debut album Under Pressure, and his futuristic story arc album trilogy beginning with The Incredible True Story, and following that up with his most successful album, Everybody, and will be succeeded by his next album called Ultra 85. I used a pluck from Nexus and made a simple arpeggio. I used 4 effects on it as well, an EQ, reverb, stereo shaper, and a low-pass filter. I used another preset in Nexus and used the same melody again, but this time I added a second melody with it. I added a stereo shaper to this one as well, and I made an automation with Gross Beat so it makes this sound. With Expand, I used a choir preset and played the arpeggio as a chord. And finally, I made an even simpler melody with another Nexus preset for a later part in the track. I made a pretty complex drum pattern using a bunch of different trap kits. I used a hard-hitting kick, a tight snare and clap, with a simple open hat, and a complex hi-hat. With the hi-hat, I also used a Fruity Formula controller to pan the hat from left to right. And I used another open hat for a later part of the track. For the bass, I used a pretty distorted 808 and added a few slide transitions. I don't know if it's called a slide transition. It's like a slide thing. It does like the like that, you know. Opposed to his work on his albums, where he talks about social issues, personal problems, and his rough upbringings, Mixtape Logic is boastful, confident, and hungry to make his mark in the rap game.
You're just like, yo, let's make some shit that makes us go like, and the lyrics make us go like this. You know,
He also likes to keep his raps high energy and often raps fast. He uses a lot of popular flows such as the triplet flow and the A flow. Also, remember to have fun and to spread peace, love, and positivity.
Hey, bitch, I've been at it. I'm making waves and my moves been erratic. Double XL, boy, you know I've been had it. I make that shit that you crave like an addict and play it to masses. They ask how I'm living it good. Yeah, I got property in Hollywood. Came from the bottom and lived in the hood. Pray that I fall, boy, you wish that I would. Bobby Tarantino made him wow. Young Sinatra was huge for me. Everybody's under pressure now. I'm the incredible true story. All of them rappers can slim it down. Nothing they do really do it for me. All of them rappers can slim it down. All of them, Bobby. I feel like 1 in a million when I get involved. Ain't nobody do numbers like Bobby. I feel like running the jewels on the mic. I'm a killer and shit. I just might catch a hottie. I feel like spreading peace, love, positivity up in the industry just as a hobby. Am I the best in the game though? Probably. I can't name no one to stop me. Spit it like